You were both sort of doing AI, discovered AI before, I'm going to say it was cool, before all of us were messing around with ChatGPT. What was your aha moment? Because I think it happened before a lot of people, and a lot of people in major businesses. Bianca, maybe you can talk about your experience. You worked in finance, you discovered this technology, and then went and started a company based on that.
Yeah, totally. So I was working in a big pharma on a typical career track to become CFO. And it was 2018 where we decided to implement AI for finance. And I think I was absolutely amazed that within like 2 weeks, what took me normally months to get to predict sales of a multi-billion company, we managed to do with accuracy over 95% in really a matter of days. So this made me realize that finally with AI, we have a technology which is not just giving an incremental change, but is completely redefining how we operate in finance. And that's how I realized, well, if it works for finance, it should actually work at scale across the company.
And GeneDx, again, sort of a different approach, but when did it become obvious that it had this potential to, as you say, help cure diseases and make such an impact?
So the problem statement was a rubber stamp that I saw in our workflow and thought, why are we still in a place where, from a quality control standpoint, we're using rubber stamps? It was just like completely antiquated, and it was this glaring problem.
Physical rubber stamps?
Physical rubber stamps. And so all of a sudden it became this opportunity to say, we don't want to continue to add to our workforce. We want to be able to double, triple, quadruple our volumes, because we're just getting started in terms of being able to diagnose these kids, but we just need to make it as efficient as possible. So I think between our end-to-end workflow, but then also the problem that occurs when you have a limited number of resources by way of genetic counselors, you really start to feel the sense of urgency. We started to see our volumes increase tremendously year over year, and we couldn't hire our way out of that.
Both of you are leaders in very male-dominated industries. What's been some career advice that you would maybe give the audience, any female leaders who are either trying to break in or trying to be a leader in what is traditionally male-dominated? Bianca, let's give you this one.
Well, I founded Aily in 2020, right in time with COVID, and I think that was probably the biggest challenge when you are in Switzerland in a steady career, about to have a proven CFO role in a very big company. But I think, and that's I think one advice which I have, like in times when it seems to be very unstable, it's probably the best time to actually take a challenge for yourself. So it's like double challenge of the environment and your own initiative. I think that's number one, and that's what I'm encouraging also our female leaders at Aily. We are in total around 350 employees, and I truly want to push the representation of female to 50% in our own company, and hopefully contribute also to the rest of the AI tech community. And you know, I can see it daily, right? In a diverse team, decisions are better, but also our product, I think, is better. Right? We don't want to do just AI. We want to do AI which is built by a proper representation of female leaders, from the way how we design the app in a very simple way to an AI which is responsible in terms of the diversification of the people developing it.
That's really interesting. And Katherine, I mean, GeneDx has been around for a while. You had this great anecdote about the mics at the JP Morgan conference. Maybe you could share what we were talking about backstage.
There was a headline in, I think it was 2018 at the JP Morgan Healthcare Conference, that there were more CEOs named Mike than there were women CEOs. So it was a fun conference that year. Every Mike said hi. But I listened to that, and I was a very vocal advocate for women should step into the ring and say, I want to be a CEO. For me, I was really clear I didn't want to be a CEO. I was like, I'm a really good right-hand person, until I got a call and I said yes. And I think my advice is, it's twofold. Say yes, when given an opportunity, just to explore something, just say yes. And second, and I think we all do this, we all have biases. I mean, I started my career in communications, I moved into being a commercial leader, and then I moved into being a CEO. And every time I did that, people were like uncomfortable with me changing what my career track was. And I just think we can't put people in boxes. So I encourage, we're 70% women. I love the fact that Bianca is setting these goals in terms of giving women leadership opportunities. The company was founded by a woman who had a similar goal. And so I think it's just an amazing continuation of that. But we have to continue to encourage women just to step into that discomfort, because we are all so much more capable than we give ourselves credit for. And look what can be done if you step into it.